Hey, this
Hey
nigga
man,
inbox.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on that Bad Bunny. I ain't gonna lie.
That was a great halftime show.
What? You might not know Spanish,
For
but the
somebody,
vibes were high.
it was great for somebody.
The vibe, like I said, you might not know Spanish, but the vibes were high. Like he said, all you got to
Somebody
do
got
is
married
dance.
there, like a real
Yeah,
wedding.
that was a real wedding.
Yeah. Imagine how much they
Crazy.
paid for that.
So apparently they invited Bad Bunny to their wedding, and he flipped it and was like, "I gotta perform at the Super Bowl, so y'all come here."
So they didn't even have to pay for their wedding to be on the Super
Nah,
Bowl.
he put them in his show, and that was their pretty much their invite.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was real dope from him. I can say that was real dope of him. Just like I believe the little kid that he gave his Grammy to, that was one of the kids that got snatched by ICE.
Mm.
Yeah,
This is like the second year in a row where we've had a message performance for the Super
and
Bowl.
that was kind of one of the things that I took from it. I feel like him and Kendrick gave the same message, but it was two completely different demographics.
Nah,
Like,
this one was directly attacking a certain person.
yeah,
This one was kind of direct.
yeah, they had the message. And then, I mean, of course, like to his like the ending of his halftime performance, him listing off all the countries, and I mean, to be honest, it's like when they say God bless America, it's like there's two of them. It's not just one, there's two.
Hey, we're a sports podcast. Don't go there, man.
I'm just saying, like it was.
That's
You
gonna take
gotta
up a
you
whole
gotta
block.
you gotta bring light to those things.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just saying we're gonna take up a whole block. We're gonna knock
No,
off
no, we
four.
ain't gonna do all that. This ain't even a question for real.
Now, if you get started
This
with it, we're
just
gonna go there.
like you said. This is just the icebreaker. We ain't even touch the surface yet.
Oh, the ice broke. Now it's time to shatter the ground.
Welcome to Point Blank Period, Point Blank Period,
Point blank period.
Point blank period.
Point Blank Period. No pressure.
Can't have a baseball conversation without bringing up Otani.
He's a great pitcher and a power hitter. Yo, this man's top five.
I'm still taking today's NFL.
I'm going with the Niners.
None of them are better than Brady.
This is your argument.
No, what I'm saying is, who's MVP? Do they not matter no more?
Everything you said before that point is irrelevant.
Not how the NFL works, baby.
We drafted your replacement already. So
Whoa. I don't gotta talk to no peons.
Why not just come back and prove?
This time he's really going off. Fireworks.
Because we can't argue facts. What I told you when you got involved with this.
This
Grown
is
man business. Grown man business.
Welcome to Point Blank Period Podcast, the best sports podcast, Point Blank Period. Today is episode 43. The goal is gold. So, with that being said, Mr. Amari, I'm going to start with you. Well, we already know who got the Super Bowl MVP. So, you and Mr. Amari, you and Mr. KD had Darnold winning the MVP. I had JSN. Both of us was wrong, but what do you think about the person that won the MVP, and what's your thoughts about that? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
I feel like it was well deserving. Me personally, I think there was only two other people that could have been in contention for this award.
Only two.
Yeah, there's only two other people that could have been in contention for this award. But Kenneth Walker was definitely well deserving. I mean, he was my X factor for the game. So, I was right about something. But
Hey, Mr. IT, who was the X Factor of the Super Bowl?
yeah, it won't Rashid Shaheed.
I just want to know who.
He wasn't. He wasn't that fast. I don't even know if he had to catch it too. He
No, he
wasn't.
didn't. He did.
I-
He had two targets.
Truth be told, if you want to know who the X factor, and sometimes we give a unit the MVP or the Player of the Week. It was that defense.
No, that ain't how it worked. What player was the X Factor? If you have an answer.
Well, what's his name? Ernest Jones.
That was my second one.
Yeah. He didn't even know he had 11 tackles. So Boomer told him post game. So that's my X factor.
I mean, and to be honest, if you wanted to take an X factor from the defensive side, I wouldn't even take Ernest Jones. I would say it's Devin Witherspoon.
I said Byron Murphy. Witherspoon was big too, but Byron Murphy.
Witherspoon had 2 sacks.
Murphy did too.
Hey, so you asked me a question before you get to yours, Mr. KD. What you think if we would have gave the kicker the
Derek
MVP?
Hall
You
had
think
two.
he should have
Derek
been?
Hall had 2 sacks. I don't know if Byron Murphy did not have 2 sacks.
You want Murphy?
Derek Hall had 2 sacks.
What number?
What is it? 58?
Fact check.
Because
Talk about up the middle.
no, one of the rookies, Riley
That was
something.
the
Riley
white
Hall.
guy. That was the white guy. I know him.
Yeah, he got a sack.
Byron Murphy ain't white.
And like I said, Devin Witherspoon got 2.
But I asked Mr. KD this. What would y'all think if we would have gave the kicker the MVP? Y'all think would have been justified?
If who?
Yeah, Jason Myers was the only other person I would have gave it to.
Jason Myers definitely. He had 17 points in the game where the opposition didn't even have more points than him. And for a majority of the game, he had majority of their points. So yes, I do think if I had anything to do with voting, he would have got it.
Nah, he is just too boring.
Hey, you
so
can say it's boring. I feel like the person that's putting up the majority of my points need to get some type of recognition.
He will, but we're gonna give the running back more recognition.
I mean, yeah, I guess with his non-scoring performance.
Yeah, he
And
did
look, right, hey, Mr. Murray, with that being said, if they didn't, I know it's an if, but they didn't hold on that play when he broke off like 60 yards, he probably had like 200 some yards rushing and that touchdown that you said he didn't have. So we don't
talk about what could have happened.
I mean, I'm saying he did everything. It wasn't his fault. It ain't like he held nobody. He did what he's supposed to do.
Drake May could have threw for 400 yards if we're going down that lane.
Now, I was just speaking about that play in particular, but I was just saying, like, he went from, they had like like 200 some yards total between passing and receiving. I don't remember his stat line. If anybody got it, please let me know.
Nah,
yeah, like 170.
170. Okay. I mean, hey, 170 ain't nothing to sneeze at from a running back. That's nothing to sneeze at.
161 to be exact.
Close enough.
But it's on you, Mr. KD, about the MVP and what your thoughts and everything. It's on you, Mr. KD.
I'm right there. Me and Amari said the same thing. I just don't understand how you was beating around that question. Kenneth Walker was the MVP and the X factor of this game because he was the only offensive player that actually got some motion going. So
hey, I said it. I said if they're gonna win this game, they better run the ball.
Yeah, they didn't have no spectacular pass performances. I guess AJ Barner got them going in the beginning. Shout out to the tight ends, but
yeah, that's AJ Barner and Cooper Kupp.
Hey, but Mr. K,
Kupp was clutch. Well, he like clutches in the court end of the game. I'm just saying the moments he made plays.
Those key third downs that they needed to catch, Cooper Kupp was there.
He was their leading receiver in the game, but
I got something that I feel like we need to acknowledge, and I feel like it's something that we could actually bring up on later pod. I feel like it'll be a great versus question. Christian Gonzalez versus Pat Surtain. I feel like it's about. I mean, we gotta
cut it out. Come on now.
I feel like you saying we gotta cut it out. I feel like we need to put him in the frame.
He was huge, man. He was huge though. This game.
My point exactly.
Well, I don't see the difference between Gonzalez and Surtain. Gonzalez still gets attacked. So
and that comes up to what effort?
Right. He makes the plays, but I'm just saying it says something when we don't even go at you.
That's called baiting. You know, if anything, I feel like you would have known this from Darrelle Revis or Richard Sherman. Baiting a quarterback to throw a ball so I can get an interception is something that's key.
If you call it baiting, cool. But I'm Surtain, and I'm not saying like that's not an argument. That is a valid debate. I'm saying my personal opinion. I think Surtain still got him.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. I do think Pat Surtain still got him. I do think where, as people were saying, they're in two different pictures. I feel like they're in the same frame.
Hey, don't worry about it, Mr. Murray. We will be discussing this on the future pod.
So top 3?
Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna discuss Mr. KD. We're gonna
actually at that point it's like number 3. I would say 1 through 3. I mean, Derek Stingley, Pat Surtain, and Christian Gonzalez. That's no order. I'm not putting Derek Stingley number 1. I still think Pat Surtain the best.
He might be 2. That's what I'm saying. It's an argument, but
it's an argument with those top 3.
I think Stingley might be a level. He might not be up there.
You don't think Stingley top 3?
No, I'm saying that level. I think they go and then Stingley like probably right under them, and it's somebody I'm disrespecting too.
All right, so you will be able to get more into it because you're going to the next topic. With that being said, the gold was captured. The Super Bowl recap with the Seahawks taking home the trophy from seeing ghosts to capturing the gold. That was Sam Donald, that is. What's our thoughts about this? I'm going to start with you, Mr. KD.
The game was what I expected. The ball broke towards the end, and it made the scoreboard look a little worse than what it actually was. But it was two defenses performing well. I don't care what you say about how New England showed up offensively. The defense was there and made plays.
Defense kept them in the game. I mean, hey, there was bend don't break for a long time.
For a very long time. And they were put in some compromising situations as well. They got motion up front. My man's they was good on the back end, as we mentioned, Christian Gonzalez. And then what's my man's that came from Philly? Milton
Williams was getting movement, but he just kept getting evaded.
Yeah, man. He was getting there though. Sometimes you just gotta frustrate. You gotta disrupt the play. You don't always gotta make the play. You gotta disrupt the play, and he was there.
I mean, it paid dividends to when he actually did end up getting his sack.
He got back there. I didn't even realize he was in back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah, he's just coming off a Super Bowl with Philly, and I feel like that's really what. Well, of course, outside of the fact that they did have a big need at defensive tackle, it made him more of a priority for Mike Vrabel to sign him in the offseason, because if we're trying to build a Super Bowl caliber, we need somebody with Super Bowl experience.
And you need that. Vrabel needs that guy up the middle on the trenches, as in when he had Jeffrey Simmons, and he needs that pressure up there for his defense to run. But since we're talking about brutalizing, you can't speak about this game without pointing out Will Campbell. I'm sorry, man. Will Campbell was brutalized.
Hey, no. He didn't get brutalized. He lived by what he said on draft night. He will die to protect Drake May. He died on that field a couple of times.
He died a long death. Man, it was one play, and I know
he got blown up.
He got a false start and then still got put on his behind. I said, "This is not your day, man. You getting pancaked on a dead play." It wasn't his day. I still believe in Will Campbell. This game was not the picture of who he is and who he'll be as a left tackle, but it was definitely a bad performance with the lights so bright. And
I can't say that the left side of that O-line performed very bad, but it wasn't just. It's not just on him. It's a left side with just rookies. Him and I believe it's Isaiah Wilson. I'm not exactly sure his name, but Will Campbell and the rookie left guard, they had a day, and Seattle was sending blitzes off the left side. Yeah, I mean, it's sadly, I mean, he's the one that got beat for like 3 sacks.
But when you notice you was in the trenches, that offensive line play has to be a unit together. Like looking up for that left guard can make my job harder and make me look bad.
There was actually one play where I can say yes, it was a stunt. They were actually Seattle sent a cornerback blitz off the left side, and Patriots offensive line was sliding left to try to protect it. But Will Campbell kind of ended up in a bad position where he had to deal with the edge rusher or the blitzing defensive back, which was Devin Witherspoon. Yeah. And Witherspoon just kind of cut across his face, and at that point, you lost.
Yeah,
and he couldn't get his hands back, and Wilson didn't slide over with him. So
it starts with the compensation. When you're trying to compensate for that whole left side, you're sliding, like you said, and then that puts that tackle, whoever's on the end, is always going to put you in with the most pressure in the most compromising position, because you're going to have to be forced to make a decision. And he made the wrong decision, and it was overwhelming at him at that point. And just a great call by Mike Macdonald, who was phenomenal. That defense, every call was.
He called a phenomenal game.
It was phenomenal. Josh, he outshowed you this matchup.
And Mr. KD and Mr. Amari, we're going to speak about him in particular in a second. But I want to get to you, Mr. Amari. I want to ask you this question. I'm looking up right now. They gave up 21 sacks on this playoff run. The Patriots, that is. What's your thoughts about this? 21 sacks in what's that, 4 games? What you think about that, Mr. Amari?
I personally think you should have asked Mr. KD this one, because I feel like this is very closely relatable for him. The only time this has ever happened in a postseason is when the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl.
Did he get the record? Did he beat Joe?
No, actually, I think he did beat Joe. He ended up getting 22.
He needed 2 sacks. Did he beat Joe? He got sacked more than twice?
Oh, yeah, he got sacked more than twice.
Officially, I got 21 sacks on the playoff run. 5 sacks, 5 sacks, 5 sacks, 6 sacks in the playoffs. So I don't know if it's the record breaker or not, but that's why I
Nah,
got
then
officially 21
that
sacks.
point, if it's 20, if that number is correct, then they're tied for the most sacks in postseason history, really. Which is, I mean, of course, that's something that I mean the Bengals have
And he
seen that
got
they
more than
needed to
one sack
progress
this
on.
game.
They definitely had. No, he got up to Joe's in that game. I'm pretty
Wow.
sure he passed it with the last one, which ended up being the pick. But it was, in my opinion, it was a strip sack. But like I said, it's they. I mean, of course, they've already shown that they're going to build from the front on, but they need to fix more of their offensive line. They actually had to play against a great defense, and I
I
mean,
think they
although
got
they
the
did
guy.
play against they played against some great defenses up until that point, but they played
So
against a legit defense in the Super
It was
Bowl.
just levels this year. Seattle, for the majority of the year, has been maybe not even majority, like the whole season. They've been the best defense out there, and they've been consistently that for what's that 17, 21 weeks. So
I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm sorry to cut you off, Mr. Amari. What happened that it went from a script sack to what they call it, a fumble? Like exactly what did they call it? Like
interception.
It's ruled an interception because it was. They said Drake May's arm was in the forward throwing motion, but regardless to say it was a negative play by him, you threw an interception that ended up falling right into the hands of Uchenna Nwosu, who returned it for a touchdown, and that put you even more in in the deficit for this game. Which that was the game sealer. So
And with that being said, we're gonna get right to that. Mr. KD, we're gonna talk about him. We got a lot to talk about with him. So with that being said, Mr. KD, Coach McDonald and that defense, when I say they proved a point, I think they call them the dark side. I think Mr. Mario they like the new Legion of Boom, but I think they call themselves the dark side. That coach, that defense, I just want y'all to speak about it. It's on you, Mr. KD.
Yeah, defense phenomenal. It's they have playmakers at every level, and they have a system that they believe in. Mike McDonald has fit his system around his players, and that's what makes him such elite head coach or elite defensive mind, so to say. And he's gotten the pieces he needed to add on to that, and it's only took him because it's past tense, took him 2 years to reach the pinnacle. So as kudos, shout out to Mike McDonald building that defense up. Some of the pieces were already there, but he went out and was aggressive to get the other things he needed or he felt he needed. And they showed up consistently throughout the year. The game was never too big for them. And they never, ever let the game get to a point where it felt as if New England really had a chance. The defense, even when New England got their stops, Seattle came back out and had made their stops. So, like I said, it was a beautiful defensive matchup. Both of these defenses will be good moving forward as well. The highlight is on Seattle. Great performance.
I'm more of a. I'm just glad that Mike McDonald decided to win his Super Bowl away from the franchise that brought him into the NFL,
Great
which is
job, Mama.
Baltimore. I'm just happy. I'm happy about it. Like the Super Bowl the Super Bowl, Mike McDonald and that Seattle defense did everything I needed them to do.
Hey,
Put their
hey,
foot
Mr.
on the
Mario.
New England neck and not let up. And
Hey,
I'm
Mr.
so glad.
Hey, Mr. Mario, you once said this is an AFC podcast. Let me ask you this question. All three of us picked the Seahawks. Do you think that was our AFC bias leaking out on us? Do you think that? Because we just said
Yeah, I don't have a bias or nothing. When I picked the game,
I feel
I
like
don't believe it.
KD's was pure knowledge. Mine's was hatred. Yours was bias.
I would love
that's
for New England
facts.
to win.
Yeah, I was biased. I can't even say that name. I just call them the Pats. But with that being said, if there's anything else we need to talk about when it comes to our Super Bowl recap, y'all can go in before we get to the next question.
Shout out Cooper Kupp, 2-time Super Bowl champion. That man is truly doing something. I mean, levels beyond the game. Definitely stepped into that Seattle program, and I mean, of course, he helped JSN excel in his game. But I mean, JSN also still helped pour into what Cooper Kupp had going. I mean, even when he wasn't playing, they still excelled at a very high level. Josh Jobe played an outstanding game in the Super Bowl. Really, I mean, of course, being the handsy receiver, the handsy corner that he's always been, but even more so being physical at the catch point, getting pass breakups, making sure everything just kind of was off schedule for the Patriots receivers. The
You
defense
better,
was all over them.
Kenneth Walker, you better pay that man.
Oh, I mean, yeah. You got to pay Kenneth Walker. You can't let K9 walk out that stadium.
Gotta pay him.
He cannot leave Lumen Field.
Hey, Mr. Murray, he was looking like baby Le'Veon Bell on certain plays. Flat-footed, patient, then explode. Like, I seen a baby Le'Veon Bell. What you think about that? I think he's a little more explosive and quicker, but I seen in his running style, I never really peeped it until the Super Bowl. What you think about that, Mr. Murray?
I mean, that would make perfect sense since they went to the same college. But yeah, I can definitely see the comparisons.
Hey, Mr.
I
Mr.
don't.
KD, I was about
I
to say, 'cause your face tuned up. What you got to say, Mr. KD?
I don't see like Le'Veon has a very, very unique style. There's not that many guys that's played that patient, and it's not just his style. It's you're not afforded that in a lot of situations. I think Kenneth Walker is a patient runner, but he is a pad first runner. Therefore, he's not looking for Le'Veon waiting for the hole and everything. Kenneth is making his decision and going, and I don't think he's as viable of a receiving threat as Le'Veon was either.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about receiving now. I was just talking about running style. But with that being said, we're going to get to our next topic. More football with Mr. Amari. So, Mr. Amari, they said that the NFL season starts next month. Soon as the Super Bowl over, the opening season starts next month. With that being said, two things is on the horizon. First, the Atlanta Falcons is looking to cut Kirk Cousins. Second, Cowboys are looking to franchise George Pickens. What's your thoughts about these two things? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
I mean, Kirk Cousins getting cut by Atlanta, that's definitely going to be a dead cap penalty that they're going to have to eat. But I feel like he'll have he not many, but he'll have a few viable suitors. Obviously, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, Pittsburgh is of course going to be at top of the list. But another team, somebody that he's very familiar with, and even more so in the situation that they're in going into the next season, I feel like they should definitely be looking forward to it.
Bring him back.
Minnesota needs to look forward to calling them back. Minnesota needs to get them back. Y'all haven't had any, well, I can't say any, because y'all let Sam Darnold walk out the building, but you haven't had good quarterback play since he left. So you need to bring Kirk back to the team. I mean, at least Justin Jefferson will actually have a quarterback that he's familiar with, that he can just run out there and he knows he's guaranteed to put up 1,000 yards like he's used to. And as far as George Pickens, I don't think after the season that he had for Dallas, you let him walk out of Dallas. You don't let him leave Arlington.
But this is the thing. They're going to franchise tag him. I ain't saying that he's going to walk out of Arlington. But do you think that's a smart move, dumb move, great move? What you think about that in particular? And also your thoughts also, Mr. KD.
I don't think a franchise tag on the business standpoint is a good idea. I don't think, as an athlete, I wouldn't want a franchise tag at all. But I mean,
sometimes the franchise has to extend the window to give you more time.
And that's exactly what I'm sure that this move is, because I mean, of course, I feel like they still need to open up some. They're gonna have to open up some money, mainly probably more than likely restructuring Dak and CD's contract. Try to open up some wiggle room.
You ain't touching my money. I just got my money. You ain't touching my money. You better touch somebody else's money.
Hey, if you want to. I guess if you want to compete, I mean, they ain't compete even with him. But I mean, if you want to compete, I guess you would want to.
Yeah, like Amar said, it's available to you for the business standpoint. It can give you more time, or if the time goes and you can't nail a contract down, you still own his rights, and then you can either
trade him at the deadline.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can either flip it or you can continue to negotiate. But the smartest thing and the only thing is the franchise tag. And I'm not one of those people that think every time you see somebody get a franchise tag, that's a bad thing. I don't look at it that way. In certain situations, like I said, it just buys you time. We can nail this thing out. And knowing Jerry's going to drag the contract to next season in the preseason anyway. So,
hey, Mr. KD, you would think that a team that drafted him, cultivated him, they would have went on the same way with this, especially since they had another star wide receiver, quote unquote, similar to the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb. I mean, you would think they done with him, but they didn't. So now the Cowboys is going to get the benefit of the Steelers' ills. What's your thoughts about that, Mr. KD?
Maturity. Sometimes you have to have time
a star on the other side of him.
Well, you did for a little bit.
You can't say we did, and they never even they didn't even practice together, never even suited up together.
Yeah, but you had
he was lined up alongside Calvin Austin, we got DK, even though sadly, I mean, it didn't. I mean, hindsight's 2020. I mean, it didn't pay out, but we got DK because he was a more level-headed George, even
I
though
just
he
think
still went out there punching fans.
but Dallas didn't get the same George that Pittsburgh drafted. I
Not
think
at
that
all.
move. I think that move matured him. It was a contract year, so of course you got to be on your best. And he came, performed. CD Lamb unfortunately got injured a few games. That helped him step into the limelight. That I just think all the stars aligned for him this year. It wasn't like that previous years with Pittsburgh, so therefore they didn't really have this opportunity.
You
But
don't have a quarterback. You don't have
watch
nobody to
they
take the
fumble it.
eyes off of you. You
Dallas better not fumble this opportunity. That's really what we're focused on.
yeah.
Now I'm with both of y'all. Cause Mr. Amari, I think I said something to you about it, and you'll know this conversation that we had. I said the first time the devil come talk to you, the second time the devil ain't talking because he's just gonna do what he gonna do. So with that being said, I think if he didn't get traded, he would have been the same George Pickens he always was. So I think it was best for him, best for the Steelers, best for the Cowboys, and best for the NFL overall. But the last thing I got to get to on your set,
No,
Mr.
I ain't speaking about Kirk because I think Amari.
Go ahead.
When you say, because I'm right there with you, go back to Minnesota. I missed the other two teams. You said what other spots you said?
Oh, I said I already know if Aaron Rodgers decides not to come back. I already know they're gonna have Pittsburgh at the top of the list as well.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, as far as teams actually needing quarterbacks, I can't see any other team wanting Kurt to be their starter.
This is my thing, and I'm probably the biggest Kirk fan on this pod. The Kirk I saw last year kind of lost me. I don't know if he's still that Kirk Cousins that I was a fan of for most majority of his career. So if he was that guy, I'd say the Jets would be a great spot. Going back to Minnesota would be a great spot. What's Indianapolis going to do? I think they locked it into Daniel Jones. We don't know. Those are all opportunities. But I'm right there with you with Minnesota being the best one. But it's about which Kirk Cousins are you getting? And that's the question that's up in the air for me right now. I don't know if we're getting that Kirk Cousins or is a new, sad to say, washed Kirk Cousins.
I don't think you're wrong with that because I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you said, Kirk is still technically coming off of a gruesome injury. So between that and what I would call it is the fear of re-injury is something that you got to take into account with bringing him in, especially with a team like Minnesota where you had I think Minnesota for the most part has most of it figured out. They have a pretty steady O-line, they have a running game, they have receivers. So Kirk is already walking into something that he knows versus like you said, you going into the Jets where you don't have a steady O-line. Kirk's coming off an injury still technically. That's putting him that's putting him in a bad spot already. You definitely gonna sour the investment that you just made.
Yeah.
And I think that was why they ultimately went and did the Justin Fields thing because, I mean, he does have the athleticism and the escapability to get out from behind the bad offensive line. But he was too busy playing scared, trying not to turn the ball over and play within the confines of the game.
Do you blame him?
I mean, I don't blame him, but it's like,
too behind that line.
I mean, why would you play behind that line?
Because they put him in front of me. I ain't got no.
You didn't even play behind that line. You ain't play behind a line that bad in Chicago because you ran for 1,000 yards. So why would you not decide to use your athleticism this year? No reason.
So the last part of this question, I got to ask you about Mr. Amari. Cliff Kingsbury joins the Rams coaching staff. What's your thoughts about that?
He trying to get a job next year.
That's exactly what
That's all that is. He trying to get a job next year.
Everybody get hired from here.
Like everybody know you go learn under Sean McVay, you about to get a job.
Yeah, you can get a job next year. Can we say Sean McVay? I know it's still early. Does he have the best coaching tree ever? Like,
I don't know about
He got Zach Taylor on it. And then KD was like, I can't get.
Hold on, is Shanahan on his tree or is Shanahan on McVay? I mean, is McVay on Shanahan's tree?
McVay is on Shanahan's tree.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So he just got
McVay
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur, McVay, all of them on Shanahan's tree.
Kyle.
And it's crazy. Mike Shanahan got a tree.
Well, he ain't talking about Mike. You go Mike. That's too many generations.
I mean, you got you Mike. You go. I mean, I would think if you go into Mike, I mean, you instantly go to Kyle. I mean, you instantly go to Kyle.
That's too many generations. That's a conglomerate there. It's too many
He
generations.
said that's a conglomerate. They handing off
That's
business.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. You got Mike Holmgren in there somewhere.
Speaking of conglomerates, I want to get to this point right here. It's on you, Mr. KD, but I got to tell you this. You know, the goal is always to beat Duke. UNC versus Duke.
Seems like
This
the
is a
only thing y'all be achieving.
you might want to sit this one out. This is personal here. This is
No, you
personal.
don't.
You
No,
gotta
you
say this,
don't. No,
KD.
you don't.
This is personal.
Yeah, don't sit this one out, Amari. It's gonna be nice, short, and sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was scared for
I
a second.
see. I see. It must be y'all focus to beat us because that's y'all championship. It seems these days.
Almost.
That's the
Game
highlight
of
of
the
y'all
year.
season these days.
Game of the year.
Yeah, so I get it. When you invest that much into one game that has no trophy ramifications, I understand where you can walk away with your chest out and head
Bragging
high.
rights better than the trophy.
Yeah, to some people, not to us, but to some people. But
Duke included, yeah. Because if y'all would have won, you would have been up here singing a whole different song. So go ahead
we
with
would have
the
won. I would have
beat.
been singing a song about us being 22-1 on the season. That's something to praise about. What's UNC's record?
But now what's y'all record?
21-2.
And who put that second L on y'all?
North Carolina.
We did with other the other 22
Funny
teams.
thing about this rivalry, we always see each other how many times?
Oh yeah. Oh, you know we're gonna be on this pod next, John. Yeah, you know we're gonna talk about this, but I'm just saying.
And where were we at this time?
On the losing end.
No, I'm saying what arena?
You said what? Oh, y'all was in Carolina.
Oh, okay. Well, they both in Carolina.
Wait. UNC. UNC. But this is what I want to ask you about, Mr. KD. Y'all probably led 95% of that game.
That's really what the point is.
Go ahead.
All up, we led. Y'all had an early lead. I mean, early, like the first 2 minutes, and then we led the whole game till the last shot. Well, not the last shot, but the game-winning shot. Let me tell you something. We were up double digits in the first half. Do you know we had one foul call in the whole second half? I'm not trying to say nothing is rigged because I ain't going down that lane. But Amari, that's why I told you. I said you can't step this one out. One foul call, Amari, in a whole half. It's just it sounds kind of extreme to me, you know. And then I look. Then when you hear that, you automatically look for free throws. You want to see what was the free throw count?
Exactly.
North Carolina, 11 for 14 in the game. Duke, 5 for 6. None in the second.
Only six.
None in the second half. None in the second.
6 free throws a whole game.
That's what
Y'all was playing some. Y'all was either playing some real good basketball with no penalties or no fouls.
I think Cam got fouled on our last shot before that game winner. I believe he hit the pump for head fake. Guys in the air.
He did that to
Goes
definitely
right
get the
into
foul, and they didn't give it to him.
Goes right into him. No contact. But hey, you know, we were in what's this stadium called? I can't even remember. Chapel Hill. We were in Chapel.
Yeah, we in Chapel Hill. And now that's the Roy Williams court now.
Yeah, I meant to say what they call it, Chapel Hill. But you got to come to Coach K's court, and we're gonna enjoy that. I got a declaration right now. It won't be that close.
No, it will be close. Will y'all win? Maybe, but we already beat y'all, so I don't know.
Here, let me bowing down. Where you come from?
I don't know how sure I feel about y'all beating us. But I'm gonna ask you this question: Boozer, in particular. What you think about?
Go quiet too. He went quiet in the second half.
What you think about his NBA prospects? What you think about him in particular?
Still trying to
top 5 pick.
Oh, we know where he getting picked. I thought he was saying
top
more
5.
so the second level about how will he be as an NBA player.
You cannot sit here and you can't try to speculate on what he can be in a situation that he isn't in.
Right, but well, you know, you can't speculate.
You can like how the trajectory is like the trajectory. The college game in most cases, some of it translates, not everything. Especially when it comes to basketball, not everything translates. So I mean, if he can't be as dominant as he is right now, I mean, he might have to work into it like Cooper Flag worked into his offense, but he's not going to instantly be that guy. Not everybody's just
Paolo vibes. He gives me Paolo vibes, but a little more.
So he got to go to a trash team to be a star, is what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if he's going to be a star.
I don't know if Cam's going to be a star.
I don't know if Paolo's considered a star.
I feel like Paolo's a star in the making.
No, I think what you're going to say or what you're hitting at is he's a star with the Magic. I'm talking about star as in across the league. Is he considered a star? Yeah, he's a star in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
But is he a star? Like Cade is just stepping into that star in
Like
the
I said,
leading role.
he's a star in the making. Like you said, I agree with you on K, but I feel like Paolo's a star in the making.
I don't know. I think this season might have been a step back for Paolo, to be honest, so far, and that's why I hesitated to call him a star. But with Cam, on point with Cam, pretty much like Amar said, I don't have a verdict on him, but when you think of the pedigree, you want to say the bare minimum, the floor is a consistent, solid role player. That's the floor, and you can just go up from there. I leave it there to be safe.
And Mr. KD, I'm kind of right there with you, and I think a lot of it got to do with he plays similar to his father. The thing about it, what I got to see from him in particular, handles and shot. Because all that being 6'9", burying yourself in the paint and getting 15 to 20 points in the paint, them days is gone. It's not 2008 anymore. You got to be able to hit open threes, stretch it out, and be able to take people off the dribble. And that's, in particular, taking people off the dribble, I think that's his worst attribute. What you think about that?
Well, I think that's what separates me from saying he plays like his father. I think the fact that the ability he has off the dribble slides him away from Carlos when he was more so a middle range down post guy.
Mid paint bully. That's exactly what he was.
Now Cam does have those bully tendencies in his arsenal. I'm with you. He has to get a more consistent jump shot from outside. But like I was saying, I didn't finish. I see Paolo win them, but I get a Jahlil Okafor feel as far as the back to the basket is where he's most comfortable. His back.
Hold on, Mr. Mark.
I don't know if that's good.
Jahlil Okafor couldn't stand the league because we don't play that way anymore. He's so passe. That's old school.
But I think see Jahlil face up as far as off the dribble was null and void. Cam has it. It just has to improve, and he has to keep working at it. So that's why I'm not saying he is Jahlil Okafor. Like I said, Paolo Jahlil is a mixture of the both of those.
It's like how you put it like that. It sounds.
No, I'm talking about Jahlil at Duke. I'm talking about Jahlil at Duke.
It sounds like you're saying like his ceiling is Paolo and his floor is Jahlil, and that's not good.
No. I'm saying he's giving me mixture as far as his talent. These two guys kind of in one to a lesser degree, but I'm talking about at Duke. I'm talking about Jahlil at Duke. I'm not talking about his NBA career or his overseas. Well, overseas he balling right now.
I'm about to say overseas he hooping.
He's snapping overseas.
All right. With that being said, congratulations to the Tar Heels. We got another victory. Easy money. So with that being said, I'm going to start with you, Mr. Amari. The Olympic gold was on the line. Lindsey Vonn crashed as she tries to get her last shot at the gold. She came on a bad Achilles. And also, we're going to give a shout out to Snoop as he tries his hand at curling, as he is somewhat of the USA ambassador. I'm going to say this last part, and I'm going to let y'all go ahead. I never seen a man transform his image more than Snoop Dogg. It's on y'all.
Lucky you connected that to sports, because I was gonna say they ain't got nothing to do with sports at all.
Ain't got nothing to do with it. We're talking about
prayers up to Lindsey Vonn for especially this gruesome injury. I mean, whether this rehab and rehabilitation comes in the idea or at least the speculation of trying to compete in the next 4 years or even just to decide to retire. Like
44. That lady be 44 there.
Hey, you'd be surprised. She still got a chance. There's people that are calling for her to retire, but I mean, she doesn't look like she's willing to do that. But more power to her and her recovery. And to throw a notch onto your Snoop Dogg and his hand at curling, the U.S. curling team or the U.S. curling duo has brought home the silver medal in curling.
I'm right there with you. Lindsey Vonn, prayers up to her. As a man, you know about pride. It can hurt you at times, and as an athlete, courage can hurt you at times. She retired in 19, chose to come back for this Winter Olympics, ruptured her ACL weeks before it started, still decided to partake in it, and then ended up with this gruesome accident. So it didn't turn out well for her. From taking the courageous route, it didn't end up well for her, but that doesn't defeat the motive. You still get the kudos for even choosing to risk it all for your country, choosing to risk it all for the sense of competitiveness and to win. But like I said, it's sad to see. But I am on the team of, it might be time to hang it up again, I guess. Now, as a competitor, I know she's, like you said, she's not ready to go because nobody wants to leave against their will. But you're already a GOAT. So you're not leaving nothing out there if you do walk away from the game right now or from the competition right now. But yeah, shout out Lindsey Vonn. Sorry, it's sad to hear or sad to see how that turned out. But true competitor, true GOAT. Well, great career.
And I'm going with both of y'all. She ain't leave nothing. She didn't leave nothing out there. The fact that she came back and gave it after being injured and still, literally, she left it all on the court, metaphorically speaking. Like she left it all there. They had to airlift her off the track. Like she did. She gave it her all. There's nothing to hold your head down about, baby girl. You did your job. You're a gold medalist. And to Mr. KD point, you said what, sir?
Rehab? That's something to hold
No.
your head down.
Rehab and all that. Rehab just so you can have a good life. But I'm saying that she did everything. This was her last hurrah. She came back. She was injured when she came back. You got to go. And to your point, she already a GOAT. It ain't like she cheated the game or she gave it literally her all. The fact that she was even trying to participate in the state that she was in already shows me everything I need to know about her. And if she do return to try to do it again, we're going to root for you again, baby. And you might get a gold, might get a silver, you might get a bronze, you might not even medal. But the fact that you gave it your all this way, I can't do nothing but take my hats off and salute you. You did it, baby. So with that being said, so in other news with Mr. KD, other NBA news that is, and when I wrote this question, I didn't know this was going to happen, but it did happen. So I'm going to make it a twofer. How good is Detroit and can they win the chip? Then also, we've been saying the Hornets creeping and crawling. Are they in playoff contention? But with all that being said, them boys was just brawling the other day. So we're going to speak about all that in one. It's on you, Mr. KD.
Yeah, Detroit. Detroit is a championship contender. Yes, they can win a championship because they're built the right way. The downfall will be their inexperience, of course. That might end up holding them back. But they have the depth. They have the defenders. They have the guy, the go-to guy, the star. And Jalen Duran is really why they have jumped out to the second best record in the league. His performance is what wasn't accounted for, wasn't predicted coming into the season. And he's been phenomenal for them. Along with the shooters they got with Duncan Robinson, Tobias Harris, Karis LeVert down there on the bench. They just got Sam Huter. You got Beef Stew, even though he's about to be suspended, I think, for a pretty substantial amount of time. And then you got the Thompson brother as well. So they have the depth. JB Bickerstaff, once again, it seems like everywhere he goes, he puts the team in better position to be top seed. He did it in Cleveland. And where was he at before that? Houston? He did it in all his stops. So JB Bickerstaff, another great performance. But yeah, Detroit is the real deal. And to the Hornets have been chasing down the hole they've dug. And I think it was 8 or 9 straight before they lost to Detroit recently. And they've been climbing up to try to get to 500. They stand as a 10th seed, which means that the season ended today, they would be in the play-in. But to keep it short and simple, you asked me, are they a playoff team? I don't think so. I look at that
They
roster.
getting bounced out in the play-in.
I don't see them being in the play-in at the end of the season. They just have a good momentum right now. Had a good momentum right now, and they stack something together. But an 8-game win streak is not going to win you anything or solidify you anything for the postseason. So we got to see them do it again. You got to stack streaks. But with the actual fight, I don't have too much comments on it. It was a tussle. Got into it. Bridges escalated it quickly. Stu came in there. It was a real fight or a real basketball fight, but not too much to see here. Just looking to see what's the ramifications.
But
aftermath.
Mr. KD, I ain't talking about the fight in particular, like who won, who lost, were they really scrapping? But what you think about that? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's necessary, unnecessary? What's your thoughts? Because I have an opinion about this brawl in particular, but what you thinking about it?
Detroit has embraced this persona about 3 years now. They've embraced the persona of they're trying to the modern day bad boys. You can't be the bad boys back then because everybody would be suspended. Probably blocked from the league.
Might get brought
But
up on charges.
yeah, but the modern day bad boys, they've embraced this persona ever since JB got there, actually. So just been accustomed to what they've done. From a young Hornets team, you like to fight. Bridges, we already know, tough guy. You like to fight back from the Hornets, but this is who Detroit has been.
Nah, Detroit, like you said, the modern day bad boys. I just think it's something in Detroit where I mean I'll correlate it to the Detroit Lions and they're gritty. I just think Detroit's a gritty city and all their teams just determined to have this gritty mindset. They
Blue
know they got
collar,
to get it out the mud because nobody's gonna give them anything.
blue collar. That's their city too. So they are
Yeah, it's
representation of the
it's
city.
it's a real blue collar thing, and I think that and I just think it's instilled in them once they set foot in the city of Detroit. And I feel like Cade has definitely been a prime example of that. I mean, since draft night, ultimately, I really think he really drew into that Detroit mentality of I'm gonna put everything forth where I'm literally gonna give it my all before I leave, and then even then you still gonna have to fight to take it from me.
It's been proven, man. I'm thinking about it while you was talking. I was thinking when Detroit embraces that type of persona, they're
They
good.
win.
Yeah, they're good. Like whenever they get a group of guys to embrace that mentality of it's us versus everybody, we ain't backing down from nobody. We're gonna be the aggressors. They're gonna have to match us. It's worked out for them each time. So
And Mr. KD, I think this goes back to a conversation we had a couple of pods ago, and we were talking about Giannis and LeBron and people trying to get people to the Midwest and so this ain't Florida, this ain't California. All we got to sell you on is grit and grind. All we got to sell you to Mr. Murray point, blue collar. We put a hard hat on over here. This is what we do. If you come to Detroit and you don't play hard, the fans may fight you, i.e. Malice at the Palace. So let's just let you know that you got to bring it every single day. What you think about that?
yeah, they embrace the culture. It's that way in multiple locations. New York, Philly, like some of these markets,
Especially Philly.
it's a certain mantra that you have to display representing the city, and if you don't, you'll hear about it. But in Detroit's case, when they do display that, it works for them. You know, it usually works.
Hey, Mr. Murray, let me ask you this, Mr. Murray, because you know my whole saying, the two places you don't want to be is Charlotte and DC. You know how I feel about that. And I even was on this podcast, and I think Mr. KD was tagging along with me. We was ragging on LaMelo Ball and them Nat Cameron. I think them people, after we said that, they had like an 8-game winning streak, all that. So I want to ask you this. When you see them out there, Hornets that is, fighting and all this, are they showing you some toughness, some care, or they showing you that they give a F about actually competing? What you think about just the Hornets actually answering the bell?
It makes me think that we need to watch our words because obviously somebody listening. Like, they heard us talking and saying like they don't want to win. They don't even got the mindset or the mentality to want to win, and then they went out there and won 9 games straight.
I never said that. He tried to tie me into that. I said LaMelo don't care enough. Team,
I never said that.
I never said. I said
Hey,
LaMelo
LaMelo
will be
been
good
playing.
losing or winning. LaMelo don't care about it.
He is. I can't say LaMelo is gonna be good regardless, losing or winning. He got money already. He got his money already. Whereas like everybody else is like, oh, I gotta make it to the NBA to get it out the mud. He was
clock
already rich.
in, then I clock out. That's LaMelo in.
Like it's sad. I'm 100% certain that he looks at the NBA as like, I mean, it's a regular 9 to 5 for him. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is his dream, but it's like he already had money, so him getting this money means nothing for him. He's just like, yeah, I'm playing ball.
And I already seen my brother make it to the league. I'm not breaking no molds.
I'm not breaking down any barriers that were in front of me. I'm just proving y'all that I was able to do it.
I do believe I am here. Like I am a professional basketball player. I am a top dog. I am capable of doing the job. But I fell into Charlotte. So hey, I'm gonna get all the money I can out of here. And if I get sent somewhere else where a championship or contending is on the board,
and then he'll actually try.
I'll show y'all, a different level of care. I believe. I would like to believe. I'm not certain on that, but I would like to believe he would.
I think Mr. Amari is saying he was driving Benzes and big boy trucks at 16, 17. This ain't that new to me.
Chino Hills and the Aston Martin. It's like that.
Yes, sir.
Him
Well,
buying
NIL,
that same.
Everybody about to be doing that.
Yeah.
And off subject, but it is on subject. I literally just heard what's his name? Scatterboo. I think that's, if I'm saying his name wrong, I think that's the name of the running back from the Giants. He said literally the rookies that's coming into the NFL are so entitled because of the NIL, and they were like, I was making $3 million last year. You're not gonna little boy me. So I think LaMelo carries that same type of sentiment. What I think about that? Like, I already had it, so I am that guy before I got here.
I feel like LaMelo of all people carries that sentiment, but to Cam Scatterboo's point, NIL definitely has given a lot more entitlement to college players or the rookies coming out. Because like you said, I was making $3 million last year. So for me to be making $150,000 on my rookie contract that's nothing. This is scrap money. I can't even live off of this.
Let's not tie LaMelo to the NIL situation because
you're right, because he didn't even go to college. He left. He went foreign bound.
Melo fell into coming from money. And there's been plenty of players that's come from money, most of them being the other side. And that's the only reason.
Michael Jordan Jr.
But Mr. KD, he is the NIL. Because let's and then we're going to get off
went to college.
He's never
went to college.
NIL money.
No, my point is, before the big ball experiment, it was no NIL. They was the first one. I'm gonna take my son and do this, and we gonna make money doing this, and they was the ones that try to integrate money into youth sports before anybody was doing this. He did this first. I'm talking about the Ball brothers and all that. So, like I said, like Mari said, I was driving a big body at Chino's Hills. So I've been doing this
for money. That ain't. It's been plenty. Joe Burrow came from money.
Nah, he ain't come from money like his daddy always had money like this. His daddy had a decent amount of money. But it wasn't until Lonzo got to the league where their money skyrocketed. If you look at before Lonzo got to the league, look at Big Baller when he was out there at Chino Hills with a T-shirt that say Big Baller brand, and they was living in.
I don't know if you noticed or not, IT. Did you see their house just before Lonzo was drafted?
But they wasn't driving. I get your point. They were upper middle class. I get your point. I can see that.
Now we could joke LeVar now, but LeVar was
LeVar. You know LeVar top 5 for me. I love LeVar.
As a career, he was a true athlete. His wife as well. Like, these ain't no two slouch parents. These is two what's the word? Two
upper echelon.
Accomplished parents. So they had, now, of course, the money went up once Lonzo made it to the league, but they had, first off, they were in Chino Hills.
Enough said.
Yeah, we're not done. So, but I do agree. Maybe we should talk about that on another podcast. But the NIL part of things, the NIL is really complicating a lot.
All right. So with that being said, please stay tuned because that will be a topic on our future podcast, maybe our next podcast. How have the NIL affected the rookies and the players coming into the league, football and basketball? So also we stand on this more NBA news with Mr. KD. So, we got a couple of things to talk about. So I'm going to come here with you, Mr. KD. Our trade debuts. So now we talked about the trades. We did our trade podcast and all that. So now I'm gonna ask you this: is Boston the contender now? I'm gonna just say that it's on you, Mr. KD.
With the addition of Vucevic, there you go.
I think the question was kind of shrewd because they were a contender before. So when you get
are they a top seed with Vucevic?
What do you mean top seed? What are we talking top seed? Are you talking about top 4 or
top 3?
Talking about top seed?
We're talking about top 3. We don't care about 4 and 5. Top 3.
Top 3 in the East?
Yeah. What else are we talking about? They're not in the West?
Yeah, but I'm saying top 3 in the East ain't hard to do.
I really set the question up to be top 3 in the league.
Are they there right now?
Oh, I'm saying he talking about the league. I'm about to say the top the East.
Yeah. Are they in the top? Are they top 3 in the East right now?
No.
Then it ain't easy to do, obviously.
But that's not. He said a contender.
You said
You
it was
said
easy to do, and
contender.
they ain't even doing it.
He said a contender. The question was, are they still or are they a contender? Contender
Are
means
they?
championship. I don't care what seed you get. Like say the Denver, we were talking about this previously. We could have fell down to the 7th seed. Once we make it to the playoffs, we're a contender. The seeding don't mean nothing. And that I count Boston the same way. The seeding won't matter if they make it to the playoffs, especially if I've been hearing rumors about Tatum getting back a little sooner than they expected to. But
I was about to say because that comes into the question. All right, can Jaylen Brown play
Brown been
and
balling.
be the one?
He's
Okay,
been the one.
You're making a lot of great points. It also ain't the postseason.
You talking about the
Talking
finals
about the
MVP, right?
playoffs.
You talking about the finals MVP?
You talking about that? You talking about the same guy that can't dribble to his left, the one that got locked up, and the reason that they lost one year?
Finals MVP though.
Doesn't change the fact that the man can't. He been playing one ball this season. Can he play it in the postseason?
They are the 3rd seed now. They jumped them. They are the 3rd seed right now.
Oh, so they are the 3rd. Okay, so I mean, guess it's easy enough. I mean, they made it done. They made it happen now.
So they jumped the Cavs. I thought the Cavs was over them still. They jumped the Cavs. So, but to the gist of the question, you're not gonna go backwards adding a player like Vujovic. So yeah, they're still a contender. I thought they've been a contender the whole time. And if they get healthy, as far as we know who I'm talking about, then we're talking about. Matter of fact, I can say it right now without them being fully healthy. There's no way you can confidently say Boston has no chance in a series against Detroit. There's no way you can say that. And then you say the Knicks. It's no team in the East that you say Boston cannot beat in a 7-game series. That's what I'm saying. As far as the contender topic, they are automatic. They've been that and will be that until I see something different. You got it. What's your rebuttal? Please go against what I said if we can start an argument. Let's go.
You talking to me or Mr. Murray?
Whoever. I want all the smoke. Whoever.
Well, I say this. So you expect Jason to be back before the season ends?
I didn't expect. I said I heard there's been rumors about that.
No, I'm saying is your answer based off him coming back or not coming back?
Either way.
So I say this. I believe they can come out East. And when you said what you just said, I'm kind of 99.9% with you. Detroit Pistons. And that might be their biggest hurdle. And that's why I got to say this. This podcast and most of sports talk, we don't give enough shine to Detroit because I think they're the only team front to back loaded bench, the way they play, coach, all of that, that really can get somebody like Boston a headache. Is you take them out the equation?
Yeah, Mark, you hear what he just said? He talking about the 1 seed giving the 3 seed a headache.
Yeah, no. And I'm right there with you. That's why I'm saying I'm right there with you. I'm riding with you, Mr. KD. I'm riding with you. You take them out the equation. Who else in the East can give them a headache? That's the question, Mr. Murray.
Will you expect the Knicks to turn around?
I'm about to say the Knicks. I mean, the people that just went to the NFC.
Cleveland.
I said the NFC, the AFC, the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Cleveland, they're no slouches to the Eastern Conference. I mean, it's not like they do play them.
You know who
They
been playing
see what
some
they're
good ball?
capable of, huh?
You know who been playing some good ball out East too? Toronto.
I'm about to say that's the only. I would say that between them and Milwaukee were the only 2 teams that I figured you were gonna say.
And that's why I say, oh my gosh, goddamn well I'm not saying Milwaukee. Mark, you about to make me off topic. I ain't gave Doc Rivers no credit since the first stint with the Clippers.
I ain't gave him no credit about Doc. We talking about Giannis.
I ain't gave Doc no highlights since Lob City. No, what was I about? Man, you threw me off. What was I about to say? Hey, I tell you, I get hot when Doc Rivers come up, man. That get me going.
You better stop playing for Doc.
I love Doc Rivers though. I never said Doc Rivers was a bad coach. I've never said he was a bad coach. I just said he was an underachiever. I'm not.
Doc Rivers finna. You gonna keep playing and he gonna switch sports. He about to come coach the Bengals.
He might be able to coach football. I don't know. See, Doc Rivers is a benefit of talent. We got talent, so we might mess around and get a ring out of him. But the East is so.
Since 08.
The East is so East.
He had one to do since 08.
The East is so East. Like you got about 6 teams where you'd be like, all of y'all could beat each other, and then it's like, I just gotta wait till the playoffs start to see. But so heck yeah, Boston is a contender, but Boston's a contender in the East. Toronto's a contender in the East. Philly is a contender in the East. Cleveland's a contender in the East. Detroit.
Hey, Putnam Brace, you really believe that Philly's a contender in the East? You really believe that?
If he can stay healthy, if he can
Who
stay
is
healthy,
he? Who is he?
big if Embiid can stay healthy. Now,
Man's asking
what I've
for
been
prayers.
watching is as Embiid has been ascending, Maxi's production has been dropping a little bit. So he's like stepping on his toes. I don't think that's a winning formula. But
Me neither. Me
if
neither.
Embiid
Me
can
neither.
stay healthy and Maxi can still be the Maxi that made him an all-star point guard, all-star starter, I don't see how. And then we got VJ Edgecombe and you got Nick Nurse running things over there. I don't see how you can just write them off.
But with that being said, Mr. KD, I'm gonna say this because we're talking about it in particular, and I'm gonna take it out of order that I got to run down. The Cleveland Cavs, the new look Cavs with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt. What's your thoughts on how they've been looking?
Well, first off, they just beat my Nuggets in a tight game, so I have a direct vision of it. But through the 2 games, I think it's 2. Is it 2 or 3? But through the 2 or 3 games that James has been there so far, they've looked better than I thought as far as how they've meshed. But everybody knows it's the honeymoon phase where everybody's happy. Oh, let me help you fit in and let me make sure you get your shots. It's the honeymoon phase. So we'll see how this ages. But right now they look like a formidable duo. But I stand firm with my opinion beforehand. That move doesn't put them over a Detroit, over a Boston, over New York, or over Toronto to me. But it does raise your eyebrows to pay attention and see what happens there because it could be dangerous. But I don't think it moves the needle that. But they look good in the honeymoon phase though.
Yeah, I can't say it doesn't look to be a situation where, like I said on the last podcast, where James Harden would be kind of stepping on Donovan Mitchell's toes as far as the primary ball handler for the team. But I feel like opposing defenses really do give a lot of respect to James Harden for the type of microwave scorer that he can be. And he's able to open up a lot of the passing lanes and just overall space out the floor a little bit more for them than when they actually had Darius Garland. But I do think the new look Cavs they look very well, but I mean, with a player like James Harden, how good can they be when it comes finals time?
That's what I want to see. What we gonna do in the playoffs?
Hey, Mr. KD, you know I always say true place you don't want to be is Charlotte in DC. And obviously, Anthony Davis agreed with me. He already don't want to be in DC. He said he got to leave this piece. What you think about that, Mr. KD?
That's not the narrative, man. And his words,
When
not
did
mine.
Anthony Davis say that?
His words, not mine. He said, they said I said a lot of stuff in the last spot that I didn't say too. And then he came out and said he is intrigued by how the Wizards have treated him since he's gotten there, him and his family. He's intrigued with the facility. He said I just have to sit down with the front office and ownership, and we have to have a talk about what is the plan for the future, and we can go from there. So Anthony Davis has not said get me out of Washington. His
He
words
just said
directly,
he want to know what the plan is before he
wants
commits.
to know what the plan is. He said he has basically, this is my words. It seems he doesn't have a problem being in Washington. He just wants to make sure that me being in Washington isn't a waste for the next 2 to 3 years. Because
He don't want to end up in another situation like he was with the Pelicans.
Well, even the Pelicans were competing for some years, but he's at the end of his career or towards the end of his career. He doesn't have time to waste right now. He said he wants to compete.
Hey, you got your chip. Sad to say, you about to get spun around on all these worthless teams for the picks that you worth.
Sad to say, and since we're here, let's go there. With Trae Young and Anthony Davis in the East, and then you got the young rookie Sarr and some other wing players. You only need about 1 or 2 moves, and you can be like, "Oh snap, we need to pay attention to Washington." Like they can turn this to a transition, but it's going, like every team he's been on, it's going to depend on health, and that's where we run into the wall usually.
Yeah, he got to play. He's gonna have to play.
But if you got Trae Young, Anthony Davis, let me see who else you can go get. Realistically, let me see.
Nah, you forgetting Alex Sarr, D'Angelo Russell.
Oh no, he not. Now he said he ain't coming, and that's what. Now AD didn't say it. But D'Lo said he ain't coming to Washington. Yeah, if they can get
Do
a
we care if
realistic
D'Lo?
guy, if they can get a
Do
realistic
they even
three,
care if D'Lo come?
no. That's why that doesn't make the narratives. Shout
So
out Anthony Davis.
yeah. So with that being said, also
Street clothes.
Triple J, his debut in Utah. What you think about that, Mr. KD?
Well, he's been consistent. His first 2 games in Utah, he's had 22 points both times. So
Can we talk about the tank job that they did?
Who we talking about? Memphis?
Nah, Utah. The tank job that they just did. It was up 17 and then decided and then they just decided to pull their top scorers in the fourth quarter.
Look, I know it looked like it looked like a crazy closet right now, right? But
that was a premier tank job.
Now, I ain't talking about the game. If they tank, good job.
They knew. They said we missed with our first round pick last year. We're gonna do it again this year.
Listen, if they tanked, good job. You're doing something right. What I'm saying is, when you look at that roster, it looked like a closet with a whole bunch of different colors and patterns, but they got some pieces over there, man.
I mean, they traded for everybody, so yeah, they got
Lloyd
a bunch of different colors.
Lloyd Marketing, Triple J,
you got a stretch four, and
Bailey,
then a premier rim blocker.
Ace Bailey.
I don't even know what to call him at this point.
Kyle Filipowski. They got a big roster. I don't know if they're gonna build around them and keep them moving forward, or what they're gonna do. I don't know if Triple J is there to stay. I don't know, but Utah got some pieces that they can make some plays. If Utah was in the East, they'll be in a lot better position. And don't hate on the team for tanking when they ain't got no chance to win. That's good business.
I can't argue. It is good business. I just think when you have the win right. I mean, they had the chance to win that game. They were up 17, and then just decided, we're not going to try.
Allegedly, we're not going to say that they was full-fledged.
Allegedly, they just pulled everybody.
Allegedly, load management is real.
Oh man, come on! You can't load manage in the middle of the game.
It's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. I got your back, Utah. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I got your back.
All right, I'm gonna start.
Go get Cam Boozer.
All right, I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Amari. Dame Lillard, although he's supposed to be injured,
what is he doing?
So I want your thoughts on this, Mr. Amari, and also both of y'all. I want y'all winners for the 3-point shootout and y'all dunk contestant is on y'all.
Hold on, Amari. So the man not injured.
Wait. Hey, we getting there.
You say what, Mr. KD?
How is he competing in the 3-point contest and he's been out all year? He competing in the 3-point contest and been out all season. That makes no sense. That man hasn't even shot a 3-pointer this year. Until the 3-point contest, if he actually competes.
I ain't gonna lie, that was my first reaction. My first reaction was Dame Lillard. I was with my little cousin. I said, "How is Dame Lillard in the 3-point contest?" I said, "I don't even know what team he on. Has he played?" It threw me off for the whole year.
Wait. Now you just brought up a bigger question because didn't he just get released by Milwaukee?
No, he in Portland.
Oh, he went. Oh yeah, he did go back to Portland. I forgot. I forgot he went back to Portland. He
still
hasn't played for them.
Hasn't played I wanted to say a snap, but he hasn't played a dribble.
He ain't even been in a pregame warm-up for them yet.
I don't know how they letting this. That got to be against some bylaws or protocol or something.
He got to be coaching. There's no way he's actually shooting.
Oh, he's actually in it. He's in it.
He's actually shooting?
He's shooting.
I mean, that's fine.
Now I got to think about where's his injury. Does anybody remember what his injury was?
It was his Achilles, wasn't it?
Oh, my gosh. Hey, we better not see another. I ain't gonna say that.
You know what? I got Jamal Murray winning the 3-point contest.
You're a smart man. You're a smart man.
I'm riding with the blue arrow.
You're a smart man.
As far as the 3-point contest, though, I don't know any of these people's.
You gotta name the
3-point contest.
No.
Oh, the dunk contest. The dunk contest contestants. Because who? Actually, you know what? Let's give him the old WWE. He gonna say a name. We're like, what?
Carter Bryant.
What?
Keyshawn Johnson.
Who?
Oh, you know this one, Jackson Hayes.
All right, yeah, I know him.
What?
And Jace Richardson, which is my pick. Which is my pick, and I'm picking solely because of his father.
That's Jason Richardson's son?
Yeah.
He might get that. Legacy pick. He might have to get that.
Nah,
That's a legacy
don't
pick.
don't sleep on Jackson Hayes. I'm gonna say that now. Don't sleep on
Oh no,
Jackson Hayes.
Jackson Hayes, he competed before,
He
so
is
I'm
athletic.
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with Jackson Hayes' game, but because
For
like I
as
said, he
big as he
competed
is,
before.
he's a creative and athletic. So
Yeah,
don't sleep
he
on
do
him.
got he has tremendous body control in the air.
I'm not familiar with Carter Bryant. I will blatantly out front say
I'm
that I'm not
honestly not
familiar with
familiar
Carter
with
Bryant.
any of these guys besides Jackson Hayes, but Jace Richardson, I mean, of course, like I said, that's a legacy pick. But I kind of threw a shot in the dark. Got Keyshawn Johnson?
That's who you going with?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
That's what the dunk. But we can't act surprised. That's what the dunk contest has become. Like it's guys that make their name, Mac McClung,
Off of the dunk
or
contest.
on the dunk contest. So it's been there for years now. That's why I say the highlight really is 3-point contest, and that's where you got the heavy names. I bet you know all
Yeah,
these
because
names.
it's
You got a
a
Devin
bunch of
Booker.
the stars that you know in the 3-point contest because they're gonna pick the premier 3-point scorers for most of them.
I've been saying this for 2 years now. The 3-point contest is the most intriguing event Saturday night. They need to extend that. They need to put the dunk contest first and end with the 3-point contest.
That is true.
Because
I
you got
second that
names like
statement.
Devin Booker, Con Canuple, Dame Lillard, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Bobby Portis, Norman Powell, and the eventual winner, Jamal Murray. So you have a star-studded lineup,
You
purebred
know,
shooting.
I would be very hurt to because my second pick for the 3-point contest was Norman Powell, and I would be hurt if he actually won it.
My second pick probably would be
Devin Booker probably.
that's what I was
If you
leaning to.
thinking realistically,
That's what I was leaning to.
it's
But
like if you thinking realistically, it would be Devin Booker.
I want it to be Dame, but I just don't understand how.
That is, I can honestly say, if that was to happen, that would be like such a pivotal switch. Like this man was ruled out all season for the most part,
When you think about
and
his jump shot, it's not much legs. It's a good follow through. Like I just want to know if you've been injured, you couldn't possibly have been in the gym like that. I'm thinking, but I don't know.
man he got his old crib. He probably got a court in the crib. You know how they be.
Devin Booker
Donovan
been
Booker.
taking more mid range recent. I don't know, man. I'm going like I said, Jamal Murray, second place, freaking. I'm going with Dame Lillard.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question before we get to the next topic. Why are NBA superstars more apt to lose the 3-point contest but not the dunk contest? So like you can get the biggest names in the 3-point contest, but in the dunk contest, all along just shy away. Why is they more apt to do that? I'm just curious.
The dunk contest is such. I feel like it just adds so much wear and tear on the creativity with the dunks that you're doing, and then I mean, of course, off of the explosion that you're trying to do is so many injuries that can occur in that time based off the landing, off of just like I said, off the takeoff. There's so much that can happen in the dunk contest, so I feel like a lot of players are not willing to do that. Whereas in the 3-point contest, it's really just all off your 3-point shot. You don't have there's no true rush to it. It's just all off off your shot.
I'm doing what I do. Like
Yeah,
with the
it's
dunk contest, you gotta have some type of creativity.
What they say, KD? Shoot or shoot?
Shoot or shoot every day. We shoot every day. Jeff Hornacek can get out there and shoot right now. Like that's just who they are.
Jeff Havlicek.
But the 3-point contest is I'm doing what I've been practicing for years. The dunk contest,
you can shoot, you can still shoot.
I have to be creative. I have to take into account what's been done already. I can't do that. I have to try something new. I have to do something that's gonna wow the audience. What's gonna capture their attention? It's a lot more into the dunk contest. That's why they've turned it. Well, that and the bigger names declining, but that's why it has turned to you make your name on this contest and probably can get yourself an extended contract with your specific team. But yeah, 3-point contest that's where the names are right now.
All right. With that being said, before we move to our next topic, are there any NBA news, injury reports, and anything else you want to report to us, Mr. KD, before we get to our next topic?
Sengun replaced Shea in the All-Star, and Steph won't make it. He's been replaced by Brandon Ingram in the All-Star game. Is Giannis playing? I haven't heard nothing about it. So Giannis playing, right?
I don't think Giannis is playing. I think he might be out as well. I did see something about him potentially returning during the All-Star break, but I don't think he'll be playing.
I ain't heard nothing. So I was expecting him to play.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You're gonna play an all-star, but not for us in the regular season. We gonna have a major issue. Like that's gonna be a major issue because
You can have a major issue with your best player all you want. We passed the trade deadline at this point.
You're right. Ain't nothing I can do about it now, right, Mr. Myra?
Yeah, you got to deal with it. If I don't want to play, I don't want to play.
I got plenty of Giannis said I got plenty of issues. We could all talk about our issues here.
What's the first
He's
issue?
been stating his issues for the past 3 years.
Mr. KD, what's his first issue?
No, it
I
ain't
have
Doc.
no perimeter
It ain't Doc.
shooters.
It ain't Doc. It ain't Doc. This is probably you let my boy Chris walk out the door, and then you gonna let Dame walk out the door too to bring
You
me Kyle
traded Chris
Kuzma.
for a bag of chips.
That's my issue.
Yeah, you traded Chris for a bag of chips. You let Dame go after he got hurt, trying to help us. Now I don't got no shooters on my team.
And what we doing here? You even let Brooke go. What we doing here?
All right. With that being said, I'm gonna start with you, Mr. KD. And this goes off a conversation that I think we had either last pod or the pod before that. And you said something to the fact that if Sam Donald win this championship, we got to start talking about what he really rank at. So that's what we're going to talk about, his ranking. This is our versus segment. Sam Donald versus the top 10. Where do he fit in? It's on you, Mr. KD.
Great topic. Top 10. I'm not firmly putting him in there like you can't argue him out, but I wrote the names and then I highlighted the ones that are guaranteed in front of him to me. And I came up with Joe, Josh, Lamar, Stafford, Mahomes, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, and that 7 was guaranteed over him for me. After that 7, it's names that I have possibly over him, but they're not guaranteed. I can understand the argument for those. That's where you get the Jared Goff, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, which I wanted to highlight him too, but I just didn't do it. Caleb, Baker.
You got
Brock
Trevor
Purdy.
Lawrence as a solidified 7.
Trevor Lawrence is over Sam Darnold, yes.
But then the names that you have highlighted are Dak Prescott, Jared Goff.
Oh, you said not highlighted. Yeah. They're
Yeah,
not
like
highlighted.
you like, yeah, like he could be better than them.
Trevor? Yes.
No, so he can be over Trevor.
No.
Why?
I really believe, and I know this is early.
You
'cause we
really
only
believe
seen last
what?
year. I'm about to say it. Last year, we're only going off last year off of evidence. So I
We
get
gotta-
I don't have a lot of resume to talk about. But
We
I
gotta
feel
get him
like
in. We gotta give him 6 years for him to get his
I'm
stuff
trying
together.
to tell you, I think that was the first year of the Trevor Lawrence era. As far as moving forward,
He's top 10?
yes.
I don't know about that one.
Did you see his numbers this year?
I don't think off one season I'm about to sit here and call Trevor Lawrence
I get-
top 10. He's shown me nothing for the past 5.
Well, he's showing you stuff, but he had Urban Meyer. He's made it to the playoffs and won.
Can we stop giving him the benefit of the doubt for his rookie season? He's
No.
had 4 other
No.
seasons since then.
I saw his coach in the bar right after I saw it.
You probably did actually, but
I saw Urban Meyer.
he was up there in Columbus, so you probably you probably did see him
I
up there.
saw
You
him
probably
in
went
the
up there.
bar right after the game in Cincinnati. The man didn't care about nothing.
So for the mistakes that happened when he was 21 or 22, we got to give him that same benefit at 26.
So your argument is you want me to unhighlight Trevor. You think Trevor should be in that same group with all these?
So like Trevor's just as much of a fringe player as you trying to say Jared Goff and Dak are. Dak and
I
Jared
told
Goff
you,
have
I wanted-
consistently been
I
better.
wanted to highlight
Jared
that.
Goff or
I
than
wanted to
Trevor
highlight
Lawrence.
that. I wanted to highlight that. That was the next guy that I wanted to highlight. So if you're saying Dak, I'm with you. That was the guy.
Like I would
When
swap
I get
Dak
to the-
for Trevor.
When I get to the Bakers, the Purdys, Jalen, Justin, Jared, I'm putting Trevor Lawrence over all of them. I believe Trevor Lawrence in Detroit, way better team. Now, I know that's hypothetical, of course, but Trevor Lawrence in Jared Goff's spot, I think they're a way better team.
What is
What can't, now we're about to turn this to Trevor Lawrence argument, and I'm cool with it. What can't Trevor Lawrence do?
win games efficiently?
He can make, and that's on the system. That's on the system and the people you put around him.
That
If
the,
you put
the
him in-
system and the
you
QB
tell me-
put around him.
You tell me you put him in Detroit, he's not winning games?
I can't tell you. He ain't never been in Detroit. He can't even win them in
That's what I'm trying to
Jacksonville.
say. That's
You
it.
you have an easier conference in the AFC South, and you're barely winning that.
Who have I had? Let's be real. Who has Trevor Lawrence had that you say, oh, he's underperforming with that? I haven't had anybody. I've been the highlight this whole time. Everything has been on my shoulders. The defense got a little talent over there, but who have I had that you're saying, oh, I'm not meeting my potential with him? He hasn't had no guy. To this point, he don't have a guy.
He has a guy. You underutilized your guy. You couldn't hit your guy wide open.
Who is his guy? Who's the guy?
Brian Thomas Jr., you know, the guy that was excelling the year before?
I bet you when we run down a list of receivers, Brian Thomas Jr. name get forgotten. I bet you that.
A list of receivers that played with Trevor?
No, a list of receivers in the league.
Best ones outside
in
of
the league.
Hawkinson.
Is he top 15?
Brian Thomas, no, he's not top 15. He's in the
So
second.
what are we talking about? I said a guy.
Trevor Lawrence not even top 15. What are we talking about?
He's not, but he hasn't had Trevor. What? Sorry, I disagree.
So in that same instance where you saying Trevor Lawrence don't have no weapons, I don't have a quarterback.
You don't. Yeah, you don't.
No. Brian Thomas Jr. don't got a quarterback. If I'm not top 15, he's
God.
not top
Have you
15.
seen
We have the same argument.
Trevor Lawrence was a number 1 overall pick. We're not about to do it like that, like he was never nobody.
So was Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield is doing the same thing Trevor's doing.
No. And look, you know what? And I'm going to use your narrative against you. Baker Mayfield ended up in Cleveland. That's what hurt him. Trevor Lawrence ended up in Jacksonville. That's what hurt him.
That's what hurt him. So
that's what hurt him.
We're talking about rookie seasons and rookie
contracts. He got to Liam Cohen, and what happened?
Year 6.
And what happened?
He got to Liam Cohen in year 6.
He got to Doug Peterson, and what happened?
Nothing.
They made it. What are we talking about here?
He made what?
Trevor Lawrence is still a quarterback that can do everything.
He is still a quarterback. He's definitely had a job.
The door has not been closed on Trevor Lawrence as a franchise quarterback. He is a franchise quarterback. Put the talent around him, as we've seen. If you put talent around him, he will produce, and he can produce. Trevor Lawrence, he can make every throw. He is athletically gifted. Trevor Lawrence has been a consistent winner up until he came to the league and fell into a bad situation with the franchise. But Trevor Lawrence is still him. I love this point right here that is being documented and recorded. Years to come, and I could be wrong. I understand I could be wrong, but I'm standing firm right now saying, watch Trevor Lawrence's career after this season. Watch the trajectory.
I hope Liam Cohen makes this much of his career that much better, because I don't.
And then we're not going to do that either. We're not going to put it all on Liam Cohen.
That's what turned it around. Urban Meyer made his career start like hell.
Doug Peterson
fixed it a little bit.
Doug Peterson tapped into it. Liam Cohen has just been a good mesh. But really, the talent has always been there. So we're not going to just push Trevor Lawrence to the side as far as he's a product of his system. That's not how it works. It's a mesh. It's a team thing. They work together, and they're going to take off from here. But watch. Trevor Lawrence, watch. It's up from here. It's up. But back to the point that we're talking about. And matter of fact, let's segue off of what I said. Let's go straight to your take like I didn't even talk. How you feel about Sam Darnold being top 10?
I had him in
obviously, Trevor Lawrence isn't over.
Yeah, you're right. Trevor Lawrence is not over him. I had him in that 8 to that. I was like 7 to 8. I genuinely gave respect to the quarterbacks that actually won rings. I mean, of course, the top 5 was solidified, but I mean, literally everything that you said up to that point of Trevor Lawrence was accurate. Literally everything was right until you said Trevor Lawrence. Where did that come from? Man ended up in MVP voting this year, and you was like, yeah, he got to be top 10 now.
So who your list, Mr. Amari?
The same list that he got, but I have those players that he had under Trevor Lawrence above, and then there's Sam Darnold in the middle. Literally, where Trevor Lawrence is at, I have Sam Darnold.
Which ones? All of them?
Nah, I had Dak on the list because Dak statistically, literally, like you saying, it's a mesh thing. Dak is good.
Right there.
Dak is good. His defense is sorry. His defense has been sorry, and they've been sorry year and year after year. They sorry.
Man, so you got this whole topic turned into a Trevor Lawrence thing. So you telling me Caleb is better than Trevor?
everything that you said for Trevor, I can do the same thing for Caleb.
I asked a yes or no question. Are you
Yes.
saying is Caleb better than
Yes.
Trevor?
Yes.
Baker
He
better
showed
than Trevor?
me. Man, I ain't have Baker over Trevor. I ain't have Baker over Trevor. I had Jalen Hurts over Trevor.
I can get that. Like I said, to
I
me,
had Dak
Trevor's
over
highlighted.
Trevor. I had Jalen over Trevor.
And I can see how somebody put Justin Herbert over Trevor. I can see it. Just me personally, I wouldn't do it.
I'm not putting the king of what if. I mean, they both what if kings.
Jared Goff, he over Trevor?
As far as production, yes.
See, you put
Ability, no. Production, yes.
You put asterisks. Like, is he over Trevor or not? And when we rank in top 10, is he over Trevor or not?
I win, so yes.
So basically you're saying, from what you just said, your top 10 is Joe, Josh, Lamar, Stafford, Mahomes, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts.
If that's me taking Trevor Lawrence out of it and what he should have never been, then yes.
I'm trying to segue back to our main topic. So therefore, Sam Darnold still don't make it.
No, Sam Darnold. I said I have Sam Darnold exactly where you
I
had
just named
Trevor.
10 guys. I named 10 guys.
I have Sam Darnold where you had Trevor. I mean, he won a ring now. I can't. And like you said, he's what 30. You said 31-7.
So he's over Purdy.
Yeah. I ain't have Purdy on my list.
That's another disrespectful point. We can talk about.
I ain't have Purdy on my list.
Because if you're talking about
winning, how you were talking about
if you talking about winning, I'm using your point. You said winning.
Yeah, I know.
Brock Purdy ain't done nothing but win.
And Mac Jones won in that same system. So hey, is it the system or is it you?
Now we're using the system. Okay. So how we know Sam Darnold ain't in the system?
Like you said, it was a mixed thing. Sam Darnold went from one system to another and won. Sam Darnold went from one system to another and won 14 games. It can't just be the system.
He was butt
can't
with
be the system. Can't be the system. Can't be the system when I changed the system.
He was butt with the Jets.
And I was great with the Vikings, and I was even better with the Seahawks.
We're not calling you great off 1 year. We're not calling you great
So
off
why
1
are we
year.
putting Trevor in MVP voting?
Man,
why are we
I didn't call him great.
Top 10?
I didn't call him great.
You just put him in the top 10. You put that.
10.
He's an MVP voting. Why are we doing that? Why are we
Because you look at his numbers. Look at his numbers. His numbers. They keep talking about Drake May. Trevor Lawrence's numbers were better than Drake May's numbers.
We ain't even talking about Drake May. We're talking about Sam Darnold right now.
I'm saying the conversation. Argument. They talk about Drake May.
Stick to the conversation. Stick to the conversation. You said that Sam Darnold is a product of the system when he changed 2 systems.
No, I didn't say the product of the system. I said we're not calling him great off 1 year.
You didn't call him
I'm not saying Trevor is great.
Top 10. You made that man top 10 and then said Sam Darnold not cracking your list.
No, he might crack the list. I'm just saying he's under Trevor.
They only did it in 1 year. So why are we putting that man in top 10 if he only did it for 1 year?
Let me tell you,
Sam Darnold did it twice.
In my mind, let me tell you who Sam Darnold battling with.
In my mind?
Yeah, in my mind. Was that Temptation or Heartbeat? I think it was Temptation.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
Sam is battling. I'm going to give Dak his. I'm going to highlight Dak. Dak is good. Sam is battling with the Caleb, Baker, Purdy, and sad to say, because he's a winner, Jalen Hurts category. That's the 4 he battling with. Because I'm going to put Justin Herbert over him too. Not confidently, but I'm going to do it. So he's battling. So that's 8 guys. So he's battling with those 4 for 2 spots. Or 5 for 2 spots. And nah, he missed the cut.
Trevor got the 7th spot or the 8th
spot is solidified. You keep questioning the wrong thing. Trevor's spot is solidified in my books. I feel like what's my boy? Gosh, what's my boy? From First Things First. Nick Wright. I feel like Nick Wright right now on this Trevor Lawrence train. Y'all both fighting against me. But I'm on the Trevor Lawrence train. Nick Wright called him the Prince. But I'm Sam Darnold don't make my 10. I want him to. If he could give me 1 more year, he will. I already said 31-7 in 2 years. That's phenomenal. But he gotta. I can't put him over. I can't put him over Brock Purdy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know he's won and everything, but I also, with that being said, I've witnessed that Seahawks defense all year, and I personally can say, and this makes it seem like I'm discrediting him, but I'm not. Sam Darnold was phenomenal this year, but I could put a lot of guys in that quarterback seat and win a championship with that team. Hindsight wise. Well, hey, I ain't budging with Trevor Lawrence. I ain't budging.
Yeah, I see.
IT, come in and break the tie. What you got?
So
don't even want to hear that man's name right now.
So look,
I ain't
hey,
gonna
look,
lie.
look. He was so ready to talk. You hear him, Amari? He was so ready to talk. But I think the floor is yours.
So, Mr. KD, your 10, and then Mr. Marvin, your 10. The alternates, and I'm gonna see where we lie with that.
I don't know.
Next
I don't know
question.
about 10.
The
Don't get
wow.
frustrated now, because you
Next
don't get
question.
frustrated now, buddy.
Next question. There's no way. Next question, bro. No way.
I don't have my 10, but I have my top 7, and Trevor is in it.
And then you had Brock, and who else?
I had a few names over Sam. If you talk about, I don't know if Brock made the top 10, but if you force me to say a 10, I'll say those 7: Dak, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert.
Okay, Mr. Murray.
Next question.
So he got mouse. So I'm kind of right there with you, Mr. KD. This is crazy because I think that
We need Amari's top 10.
I know he got
Next
it.
question, bro.
And Herbert. I'm talking about Sam Darnold. That is.
Say it again.
Oh, got me hot over here.
He's fighting with Dak and Herbert. Like,
oh no, he ain't fighting with Dak. Well, I guess yeah, but no, yeah.
That I'm saying that he got a ring.
That
No, but
probably
hold
don't
on.
Trevor
If he
Lawrence on the
fight-
list.
If he's fighting with Dak and Herbert, who the other two is guaranteed on your list?
I believe Brock might be a slight better than him.
Okay, Brock, and who else? Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. So like that's why I kind of
So Trevor and yours too, huh?
You said what?
Trevor and yours?
Yeah.
Ooh, Amar, we need your 10. We need your 10 now, Amar. We need your 10.
Pedigree.
We don't
Like,
even listen to IT takes. He's not even on the screen. You're not supposed to be
this ain't got
talking.
nothing to do with me. See,
You're not supposed to be talking. Why are we taking his takes?
He's deflecting.
Next
He's
question.
deflecting. He's
Hey,
deflecting.
that's when you know it's personal. You done took
Next
a hit dog holler. A hit dog holler every time.
He's emotional.
Yeah.
To your point, Mr. Myra, I can even concede his quarterback. I can give you that. The quarterback from Jacksonville. I give you that. I give you Trevor Lawrence. Even if I take him out, we still arguing about Brock. We still arguing about Dak. We still arguing about Herbert. So
Amari with
not
Dak.
arguing. We're
Amari
not
with
arguing with Dak.
Yeah, we all on the same boat.
You know what I'm saying I'm taking Trevor Lawrence out. So now we still got Dak. We still got Jalen. I'm trying to figure out.
Those are 2 guaranteed spots at that point.
Basically, to flip it to you, Amari, it would be a battle between Purdy, Sam, Trevor Lawrence. Well, no, he said Caleb. So he put his person in place. He said Caleb over.
He got Caleb. I'm gonna say this though, and I'm not the biggest Caleb Williams fan. I say it like this: if I was to draft Caleb,
hold up, my fault. I said it wrong. I don't want to misquote him. He said Caleb was over Trevor Lawrence. We can ask him now. Is Caleb over Sam Darnold?
No, Sam got a ring.
Okay, yeah, I misquoted him. He was talking about Trevor.
But if I was drafting both of them if I was drafting them both of them right now, or I started the team right now, I might take Caleb over him because Caleb got more gifts.
It ain't no Mike.
Because Caleb got more gifts. So I can even concede to that point. That's what I'm saying. I can take Trevor Lawrence out and pick Caleb there if that's the argument. But even with that being said, that's 7, 8, and 9. That still leans him to that 10 spot. Like, I'm trying to find 10 solid people that's in front of him. I still, even, like, we could take Trevor out and all that. So I still say that at that 10 spot minimum, Sam Darnold. And I say this, congratulations, Sam. You're a top 10 quarterback. And if you keep this up coming in next year, many people going to have you in the top 6, the top 7 quarterbacks going into next year.
No. You know what's hurting him? And it's crazy. Because I said this about a coach recently. Where I was like, you're a victim of the system. But what hurts him is that his defense was so dominant. So as good as he was this whole year, the fact that his defense was so dominant, we can put an asterisk beside it. And his history as well.
Before we get to the next topic, Mr. KD, I don't think it was the defense. I think what hurts him the most is his history.
I think it's more the defense.
Even
in Minnesota,
because if you got Sam Darnold right now from the Seahawks beginning of this season on going, you would say he's a top 5, top 10 type quarterback. But when you look at the history of Sam Darnold, everything you've seen, that would make you feel like he's not.
The history second. I think the history is second and the dominant defense is first. I can get you saying it flipped around if the history is first, dominant defense second. I get that. But I just want to hear Amari's top 10. That's all I want to hear.
My boy ain't got one.
We got one.
Man, 'cause
So with that being said, this is the broad form all, and I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Amari, because this is what happened, right?
I'm about to buy a Trevor Lawrence jersey. I ain't gonna lie. I see your
Well, I
point.
got it.
When I find somebody's weakness, I keep attacking it. I'm buying me a Trevor Lawrence jersey.
So with that being said, this is the broad form all. So Mr. KB made a statement. He said that then I'm a little older. Hitman Hot don't carry the same weight like he used to. And I was confused. I was like, what? So we got a comment. We got a question from the comment. And also, this was theirs. So they said they believe that Bret Hart is a top 5 wrestler of all time. And this was their 5. Kurt Angle, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Brock Lesnar, and AJ Styles. That's what the audience. That's what the audience said.
It's a young
But the
man.
question we getting down to right now: who's the better all-time wrestler? The Hitman Bret Hart or HBK Shawn Michaels? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
First off, that was a younger.
I'm about to say because they instantly started out with Kurt Angle and then with
Well, I
the
like
AJ
Kurt.
Styles.
I like Kurt.
I mean, like you said, as a wrestler, yes.
Yeah. But once they got to Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles, I was like, oh, okay.
And Mr. Amari,
A lot of
Kurt
recency
Angle
bias.
is a wrestler. He got gold
That's
medals.
what I'm saying. He's an Olympic gold medalist with a broken neck.
Kurt's my
Yes,
second.
he's a wrestler.
Kurt's my second. Well, it's a tie. Kurt and Randy. It's HBK, then Kurt and Randy is my second. But yeah.
I'm going Shawn Michaels. I'm pretty sure I actually think Shawn Michaels has more star matches in his entire tenure in the WWE and I would say WWF for a brief time. But even still, like I still think Shawn Michaels is a better wrestler in my opinion. I didn't really get the chance to see a lot of Bret Hart. Obviously, I feel like that's more of a Mr. KD's side of that argument. But
Call me old, man.
I ain't
No,
trying to
that's
call you old, but I
IT.
know you
That
got
ain't
a chance
even
to
my
see him.
era. That's IT era. That ain't even my era.
Thought you would have seen a little bit. You
No.
got the chance to see a little bit of the crossover.
I saw him when he came and returned with the jean shorts. He was washed by
Oh
this.
he was
Yeah.
washed. Okay, well that's Bret Hart is more of an IT thing. But I feel like me and you shared a similar passion for HBK or Shawn Michaels, however you want to call him. So like I said, I just think he has more 5-star matches. I know he definitely hoisted the world titles numerous times. I don't have an exact count, but I'm taking HBK.
5-4, crazily. It's 5-4. And actually, if you count WCW, it's 7-4, but it's 5-4 with them as far as world championship. Yeah, I'm with you though. While we on this wrestling topic, I put this out here now. It is no wrestler you can put HBK against to me, and I'm going to pick them. I don't care how many championships they won. I don't care whatever accolades you're going to try to bring to the table. HBK is the GOAT to me. But Shawn Michaels. But once diving into it, Bret Hart, he was a 5-time WWE, WWF champion. HBK was a 4-time. Bret also had 2 WCW championships. Of course, HBK didn't go there. 3-time Hall of Famer is Bret. 2-time Hall of Famer is Shawn Michaels. He won the Intercontinental 3 times. Bret won it 2 times. Shawn is a 6-time tag team champion. Bret is a 2-time tag team champion. Bret won the 91 and 93 King of the Ring. Shawn didn't win no King of the Ring, but he won the 95 and 96 Royal Rumble. Bret was a co-winner of the Royal Rumble in 94, which that holds no weight. What are we talking about here?
They both dropped at the same time, I believe.
I remember the match, but I'm just saying, how can we hold co-winners to pure winners?
Both hit at the same time. Hey.
I won twice without nobody else feet hitting. I won twice clearly, and one of them I was the first entrant. But I ain't even got to go into that. You know where I broke it down to as petty as I wanted to be? The tiebreaker to me is Bret Hart's nickname was the Excellence of Execution. But my name was Mr. WrestleMania.
No, his name was the Heartbreak Kid.
The Showstopper.
The Showstopper.
The Heartbreak Kid. The boy who wondered. Like my name was just hold a little more bow to it. You know, just a little more weight, just a little more punch to it. Now I ain't gonna lie, excellence of execution was cute. And then you had when he said, "I'm the best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be." Sidebar, that might be the best mantra you can ever adapt as far as a competitor. So I will give him that. You're saying you're the
Greatness
best.
personified, KD. Greatness personified.
When you say that, I give kudos to it. Yeah. But when WrestleMania is the biggest show you can put on, and they title me Mr. WrestleMania, I rest my case right there. I love what you did with the best there was, best there is, best there ever will be. That was beautiful. But Shawn Michaels is that guy. He is the GOAT. He is the greatest ever. Technical for technical, I will still hold Shawn Michaels over him. And Shawn Michaels had better competition in his era than Bret Hart did. So we can argue if you want, but I ain't here for it.
Because I'm gonna say this, Bret Hart is that guy, man. Like the best there was, the best. Like you said it, you already said it.
Oh, that was tough.
But this is my thing. I'm gonna go technical first, and then we're gonna get to everything else. Who's the better technical wrestler, Mr. KD, Mr. Amari?
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Who's the better performer and entertainer?
Michaels, easily, hands down.
No, I wanted to ask IT since he asked us a unanimous question. I wanted to flip a unanimous question back. Who's the best performer or entertainer or an entertainer?
And Mr. KD, and that's where we get into it. When you talking about,
No, you didn't answer the question.
Hold on, no, I'm going with you. When you talking about mic skills and showstopper and the glitz and the glamour, so I get to you like this: Drake and Kendrick Lamar in particular. I think Drake is a better showstopper. He's more glitz. He's more glamour. He's more Hollywood XYZ. But I think Kendrick is the better rapper. So I say that to say this. I think when it comes to that, it's HBK, hands down, no punches hold. Truth be told, you know how I like to tell my stories. So I'm like 12 years old. Me and my sister get into an argument, whatever.
You didn't switch your music, did you?
Mr. KD.
You didn't switch your music, did you?
Hey, my homeboys around me know what's coming. I kicked my sister out the screen though.
Sweet chin music.
they knew what it was. They knew, and I say that to say this: there's no setup that Heartbreak have. Like, there's nothing I can do that everybody knows is coming, and that's the.
You tune up the band.
All right,
Hey.
I'm about to say you tune up the band.
You tune up the band. It's coming.
When you get to stomping over there in that corner diagonally across from them, we know.
It's coming. It's coming. But my thing is, to the point I was trying to make, we love wrestling, or not even we, but I'm going to say certain people, and I'm part of that group. I think all of us part of that group. We appreciate the technical wrestlers and the real wrestlers. But that's not what put butts in the seats. If you ever been to a real, I'm talking high school, college level, wrestling meet, they don't be packed out. That's not what put butts in the seat.
Facts.
What put butts in the seat is the entertainment aspect of it. And
The
once
charisma that you come in with.
yeah, it's all the other stuff. The storyline and the production and the fireworks and the entrance and the ad-libs, the mic work. Like, that's what puts you in the seat and has you invested into WWE, WWF, WCW, whatever, pro wrestling. When it comes to that, it is no one greater than Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
But I'm gonna go. I get what you're saying, but Mr. Amari, what other man you knew wore pink and black and made it look cool?
Oh my God.
And black.
Shawn Michaels.
No, he ain't wear pink and black.
You're right. He came out in red with hearts all over his pants.
But go ahead.
He came out with red and broken hearts on his pants with a sachet jacket, and he was flexing for you. And
With
he made
mirrors all on
everybody
it.
scream.
With mirrors all on it, gyrating. Like, if you tell me
He came out combing his hair,
he gave
looking
all
at the
his
looking at
masculinity
the
up.
handheld mirror,
Yeah, he
and
gave all
everybody
his
knew. It was
masculinity.
like, oh, they wanted to hit that.
His theme song had moaning on it. Like, what are we talking about here?
He was giving himself affirmations walking to the ring.
And I like Bret Hart's entrance.
No, but this is the thing though. My dude Bret Hart, I don't know if y'all know this. He wrote a book, and he basically broke down the whole industry. And he is the rating scale that people judge all wrestlers back. He
No,
made
not no more. Not no more.
well. If they ain't using this
Shawn
skill,
Michaels no, it might be Cena now.
that's why wrestling's falling off. That's why they're on Netflix now. But go ahead, what you about to say, Miss KD?
I said it might be Cena now, but it was Shawn Michaels. But that's who you judge it off because
No. I'm saying he got a literal scale. It's a 30-point scale. So it goes.
Well, if I write a book, I'm not about to write a book and tell you Shawn Michaels is the scale.
No. I'm just saying
they had the biggest beef.
Nah, we kind of go. We going on to it. It's in ring ability 1 to 10, look 1 to 10, promo mic skills 1 to 10. So that's how you judge them. So you judge them by
How was horrible on the mic.
What? Oh, he a solid 8. Now we got to talk.
Or if he an 8, then Shawn Michaels is a 12. If he an 8.
Shawn
Michaels is 12. I say John Cena broke the scale.
I'm giving 10.
He's an 8. No. Pay attention to what you just said. All right, we're going to hold him accountable. If Bret Hart is an 8.
Shawn Michaels is a 12.
Man,
and John Cena broke the scale.
CM Punk is a 30. If we going by him as an 8.
Is insane.
Wow.
What is the Rock score?
Wow. And I think we started this conversation by Mr. Amari saying that wasn't my generation. And I don't think y'all know how good this man was on the mic. He wasn't the best. That's why
8 is damn near the best. That's what an 8 is.
I give you a 7 to be nice.
He wasn't even better than Hogan at that time.
Hogan is a 9.
Oh my gosh.
Macho Man? I mean, I feel like
Macho Man. Like what? Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes, these were mic guys.
Yeah, I was saying Macho Man was a real mic guy.
This is ridiculous.
Did we say something wrong? Dusty Rhodes was a mic guy?
It's not.
We ain't even bring up DDP.
Ric Flair was a mic guy?
We ain't even like I said, we didn't even bring up DDP. Diamond Dallas Page is a mic guy.
Ric Flair was the mic guy. I ain't gonna lie.
He's the premier mic guy. Yeah, I said, you don't get the limousine riding, jet flying.
You
don't get all that.
Ric Flair was the mic guy.
If his in-skill ability match his mic skill, he would be on the other side of this argument real still.
Crazy talk. His in-ring skill don't match his mic ability, and he is still in argument. No, and he's still in argument of the GOATs. So
you talking about Rick? I'm right there with you. I ain't knocking because I love Ric Flair. But this is my
Brett ain't no 8, man.
Brett ain't no 8 speeches ever.
Brett ain't no 8.
No. That's why I said I could see it to you and give you a 7.
Brett a solid 7.
Like y'all speaking like he's
7 Lamar. I'm going 6'5".
I was trying to be 7 to be nice because he said 8.
He's 6'5".
You say 6'5".
And whatever he is, whatever you have him as, Shawn Michaels is 4 over. I don't care what number you pick.
No, that's what I'm saying. You a 10. You a 10. But this is the thing. A 10 is, so for instance, 1,000 out of 1,000. With my 7, I'm 700 out of 1,000. Yes, I ain't the 300. I'm not that. So I'm saying you got to look at it as a wider scale instead of just 1 through 10. I'm 700. You 1,000. So you got 300 up on me. I give you that. But then we go in the ring. And
who was the better technical wrestler, him or his brother?
You said what?
Your opinion. Who was the better technical wrestler, him or his brother?
Him or Arn?
Yeah.
May he rest in peace, Bret Hart. Like, really? And this with all consideration of Arn, and I know, and the thing is, and then that's a whole nother thing about who the Hart Foundation, who they brought into the league. I ain't even get into all
I get that part. But that's
a legacy. But this is the thing. You said something earlier, Mr. KD. He's the only person that's a 3-time Hall of Famer in the WWE Hall of Fame. Nobody.
I think Rick got it too.
No, he's the only one. He's the only.
No. Rick got it with the 4 Horsemen. He got it by himself, and then he got it with Evolution.
I know he got it with Evolution and the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah, he got it 3 times too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how did Brett get it the 3rd time? Like that's what we really need to talk about. It was by himself.
If you really want to be technical, Rick retired 4. He retired 3 times in the WWE, but he retired 4 times.
No, how many times he was Hall of Fame? He said that's what he talking about.
Oh, Hall of Fame, yeah, 3.
So Bret Hart is the only 3-time WWE Hall of Fame inductee. He's the only one.
So how many Rick got?
Or well, I say this: he might not be the only one. He's the first one that does it. That did it.
All right. Well, I don't have the proof to argue that. But what I would argue is I know Rick Flair 3 times.
His last induction was 2025. He went in 06, 19, and 2025. Individual Hart Foundation in a mortar moment. With him and Stone Cold in 1997. So he got 3 inductees. He's the only. I ain't gonna say the only. He's the first. It may be somebody else, but he's the first.
Nah. So maybe
Evolution didn't make it.
Okay.
Evolution didn't make it. 4 Horsemen did in 2012, and then he got individual in 2008.
Oh well, Evolution will make it. So you said the first. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would say
bad.
Evolution will make it. Just looking at the names that were a part of Evolution, they'll make it. I mean, every single one of them will make it individually, and then as a group, they'll make it.
The only reason he ain't made it 3 times yet is because all his other 3 partners are still young.
And
Randy Orton's
and the
still
thing is, and I think,
you talking about it now.
and I
you're
think,
right. You said first, so
even-
I won't argue that.
yeah, he's the first. He's not. He's soon to
First
not be
one
the only.
right now.
He's soon to not be the only, but
No, we ain't gonna discredit him
I mean,
like that. Give him his
the
flowers.
next, honestly, I mean, he'll be the next one, and then I think the third will likely either be
Shawn Michaels or Triple H.
Shawn Michaels or Triple H.
Yeah,
It's gonna be them. I mean, you can get Randy too, because I mean, he can.
now Randy ain't in there 1 yet. Randy got to get 3. It's gonna take some time for him to get 3.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, he could potentially eventually end up getting 3, because I mean, he'll have himself, he'll have Evolution, and maybe he might even have Rated RKO.
Yeah, that's gonna be some time though.
Yeah, I'm about to say he'll have some time before any of that.
So we're gonna go to the next and the last topic. And
Shawn Michaels.
people that's listening to me again, I want y'all to pick this battle. Who you got? HBK, Bret the Hitman Hart.
You know the craziest thing? They fought each other before. Who won that team? I just want to wait. I'll wait.
I don't know about the screwdriver in Montreal. I don't know about nothing about
I
that.
was there. Who won? That's all I want to know. Who won?
You said what, sir?
I think I'm
Who
cute.
won?
You know,
I would not
sexy.
speak about the Montreal screwdriver.
the
I'm not
look.
Who
speaking about
won the match?
And the guys and girls. Wow, I
Vince
got the
McMahon.
moves. They're making moves. I
with my
said, yeah.
politically correct answer. But with that being said, I'm gonna leave with you, Mr. Amari. Our sticky note segment tonight. Who we got in our all-star game? So we got the Stripes, the Stars, and the international players. Who do we got winning ultimately for the NBA All-Star game? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
This one sounds so wrong, but I'm not taking the Stars nor the Stripes. Give me the international team.
Yeah, you don't belong to America no more.
Yeah, but them boys is nice. That American, sad to say, that international team is they got some ballers.
Why? Why you think so? Because the league is ran by.
They got some ballers. It's like every single top player that you can sit there. Oh yeah, he nice. He's not from here.
Top 4 players in the league, foreign.
Yeah, it's like he's not from here. So yeah, I got the international team. I'm pretty sure Mr. KD got the international team since they got the best player in the world.
I got both of them. Over there. And my boy first time with the jersey at. My boy first time, he up there too.
Hey, Mr. Amari and Mr. KD. As I look through the teams in particular, what I notice is that NBA, well, not the NBA, the American teams, we don't have any bigs outside of Chet Hogan. It's ridiculous.
Hey, shout out Jalen. Hey, shout out Jalen Duran. Don't do that.
Well, we 6'8", 6'9", but matter of fact, I ain't going to diminish him because I'm going with the old heads. I'm going Team Stripes.
You want to Stripes?
You gotta go Team Stripes. Everybody around his age.
Jalen Brown, Jalen Bronson, Steph, KD, Ingram, Kawhi, Mitchell, and Norman Powell.
Steph not playing.
He said,
I know he's not playing.
They got Ingram.
wait, no. I'm about to say Sengun playing with Team World.
Yeah, Sengun playing with Team World.
Let me tell you, if you look at name for name, I'd be right there with you as in second place. Because like Amari said, I got the world team winning. But when you look at game for game and the matchup of the game, the weakness for the world team is the lateral quickness. That's a slow team. So the Stars are going to give the world a better challenge than the Stripes. The Stripes, you old guys, you want to slow the game down and play it. That's how we want to play. So we gonna rip you apart doing that. But Stars, they got a better run as far as them trying to get up and down the court. We gonna have to keep up. We got is Wemby.
Yeah.
Wemby
And
yeah,
it's
Shea not
Wemby can
playing.
stretch down for
really
court,
for
but like you
Wemby.
said,
We're not trying to run. Like our world
Yeah.
team is not trying to run. We trying to go half court and make you focus on stopping us. So the Stars is name wise, the Stripes are the second best team, but the Stars are the second best threat. Because Maxey, Cade, Scotty, and them boys trying to run. Jalen Johnson, they trying to run.
Yeah, I'm not saying they divided it up like kind of like old heads and young cats, but
That was the vote, though. They did that on purpose.
and Mr. KD, I ain't gonna lie, this is all my heart speaking. I'm going with it because if they don't do it, NBA keep this alive because I want the world to whoop the United States behind every single time. Because if y'all even compete for real, we about to expose y'all. Like, cause the world is going to expose us. So
I want to get back to, not to cut you off, but I want to get back to when it was just East versus West and we compete. Like, I understand what they're trying to do to get more viewers and everything, but I want to
drafting teams at first.
I just want to
JD, they don't care. LaMelo Ball, they don't care.
I know it's a simple fix, but I just wanted to get back to that, like, because this is all nice, but we talking about the All-Stars when we got to split the starters. Like, we have to split the starters up now. So what is the vote?
Just to compete against the world. And this is why, and that's why I said this is my heart speaking, and that's why I'm going with it. This is our last hurrah. If y'all don't care about this gonna say a lot about American basketball. This is gonna say a lot.
They saved that old head team too, because the first game, how it goes, I don't know if you know or not. It's a 4-game runoff. The first game is World versus Stars. The second game is Stripes versus the winning team of that first game.
Mm-hmm.
The third game is Stripes versus the losing team.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you dictate your championship. If by case it's 1-1 every team, which is it'll be extremely rare. But if it's 1-1 each team, then the point differential will break the tie. But what I'm saying is they're protecting those old guys. We've sending World versus Stars out there first because that's the best matchup as far as not because Stars are better than the World, it's because Stars are younger than the World, so they can outrun these guys. But if we talk about just straight up teams, come on now.
The world team is waxing.
Shea, Wemby, Jokic. Come on now.
Hey, Mr. Murray, if they don't care about this, I don't know what to tell them. I have no answer for this. Like, if America don't care, I have no answer for this.
Devil's advocate. Because if they care now, then this is going to be our future. I wanted to get back to East versus West. Just care about the performance. That's all it is. The best versus the best is supposed to be dream matchup for viewers. We got away from that.
Exactly. And when you're talking about the best, you're talking about us. With that being said, we ain't gonna play. We out.